Hello. Plenty to keep us busy over the next couple of days. Met Office yellow warnings in play for rain along with snow and ice. But as is often the case with snow, it really is in the balance about how much we're going to see, especially at low levels. Now, the reason for the wintry weather returning is mostly down to this one single weather front, slowly working its way eastwards and slowly trying to reintroduce the milder air. But the cold air is in place across a good part of the country. Where the two meet, well, that's where we could see some problems. Now, the first issue is with the rainfall, which could be quite heavy across Northern Ireland through the night and into Wednesday morning. So that is an area of concern, something we need to keep a close eye on. There's a Met Office yellow warning in play here, but also some heavy rain over North Wales and northwest England. And as the milder air arrives, that could melt snow on the hills and mountains. So that's an extra cause for concern. That warm front, though, is doing its job and introducing the milder air over South Wales and southwest England overnight, but elsewhere another cold and frosty start to Wednesday. And with that cold air in place and the cold ground in particular, as that wet weather trickles its way into northwest England, southwest Scotland, the next cause for concern is with slippery surfaces. Freezing rain is possible. It could get very icy, especially on some of the higher routes, parts of the M6 and the M8 in the morning over northwest England, southwest Scotland especially. And then the eyes turn to the skies looking for snowfall as the wet weather continues to track its way in. Mostly at low levels, we are going to see rain across northern England during Wednesday, but increasingly turning to snow over the hills of Scotland. And we'll see more of that perhaps on Wednesday night. We'll see rain across the eastern parts of England, but for Wales, southwest England, a largely dry but quite cloudy afternoon. But look at the temperatures here, double digits, whereas the cold air still in place across the far northeast. And again, that's where we've got that clash with the wet weather hitting the cold air, so a bit more snow likely during Wednesday evening. Again, mostly over hills, northeast England seeing some snowfall at this stage over the Pennines, the Cheviots, for example, and continued across parts of the Grampians also. At low levels, I'm going to say it's on the cusp. It really is tricky to say how much we'll see, but a few centimetres possible, certainly across low levels in Scotland. Over hills, 10, maybe 20 centimetres on some of the higher routes. During the course of Thursday, that wintry weather will perhaps push a little bit further south with some heavier bursts of rain initially across southern parts, but perhaps turning a little bit more to snow as the colder air drives southwards. So don't be surprised if you see a little bit across other parts of eastern England during Thursday. For the west, though, Thursday is looking largely dry, and even in the east, that mix of heavy rain, sleet and snow will tend to fizzle out through the day. It'll still be quite a cold day here, though, with temperatures really struggling, 3 or 4 at best, whereas further south and west we're looking at double digits once more. That wintry weather should fizzle out as we go through Thursday then, and Friday looking but largely dry at this stage. However, the cold theme set to persist through the weekend and beyond, even into next week. So make sure you keep up to date with the very latest from the Met Office and our weather warnings there on our app, on our website. And of course, you get the very latest if you follow us across social media.